So it's actually probably been a good thing because I've given you a little bit more time to log on, because I did post some stuff on Instagram and stuff saying that I was going live, and I was ready to kind of go live then, and the electrician knocked on the door. Totally forgot he was coming to give us a quote for the bathroom mirror and to hang the light in the bedroom and the dining room. And as he was telling me, I was like, oh, this is going to be so expensive. But he was super, super reasonable. So good news. Good news. Right. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Tracy. Oh, so I thought I would do a little chat, and an update for those of you who have not been following the vlogs, because I've obviously posted. I saw someone comment the other day saying they were looking forward to, oh yeah, good morning. It's not morning, is it? It's like 12 something. Good afternoon. I usually do a live in the morning, but someone said they were looking forward to the moving vlogs, and they are all over on my other channel, Diary of a Spendaholic. So all of the moving stuff has basically already gone up there. I've got a video to edit today for tomorrow, which is the office, which I'm so excited about. I'll give you a little sneak peek in this video. And we're just kind of steadily going through things. Moving vlogs are life, Nikki. I love a moving vlog. I've saved so many people's moving vlogs for this week. Did I get everything I needed from IKEA? So I was originally going to do 2 desks next to each other, and then I decided to do kind of like a little mini corner. So now I'm going to be sitting here. I've got all of my like actual office job stuff here for me to work. I've got still plenty of space here to do like editing and stuff on my laptop, and I feel like I've got super like stuff. I don't know if it's the guy that I just spoke to has made me pull Northern, but I feel like I'm suddenly saying stuff, you know? And then here, basically, I mean, it's hard to show you without actually showing you. The room is an absolute tip right now. But I will sit here, and then when Milo comes in to do his tasks, he can sit here. Ella can come in here and do her work. It's all coming together. Oh, where is the jumper from? It's actually old from Primark. Super old from Primark. But I love it. I actually realised that I posted a picture on Instagram, and then I scrolled down, and the last time I posted a picture of myself, I was wearing this jumper. I haven't even worn it a ton because it's quite short, but wearing it with sweatpants, the sweatpants I pull up quite high, so I can kind of get away with it. But yeah, this is the first day that I've kind of had a moment to breathe and think, okay, we've broken the back of the work, we've done a lot of the stuff, and now it's kind of tweaky stuff. And then the garden, so excited about the garden stuff, which again I've shown a little bit in the vlog so far. And the lipstick I can't even tell you because it's a mixture of multiple different things. This is the first time I've done my hair and makeup in, I don't even know, weeks and weeks. The blue paint I used in the kitchen was Toulon from B&Q. Would recommend, really, really like that. And I've also just ordered, so I ordered some paint from Lick called Beige 02. Wasn't sure, Lick paint is really expensive. I was considering Farrow and Ball initially just because it was one room and I wanted it to be a bit bougie, and I really didn't want to paint, and everything I'd read said that Farrow and Ball paint was really easy to use, yada yada. So I ended up buying Lick paint, which was ever so slightly cheaper, and I thought the reviews again were great, and you could order it online. I got this paint. I painted that room so quick. I painted it the evening of Mum and Dad's move, and then the next day I had a little quick roller, like mini roller thing all over the place, and it was the easiest. It was practically one coat. I did want to go over it, but it was white to like quite a deep brown, and it was very, very quick. Very quick. Would actually recommend, and I've since bought a pink one. I think it's pink 02, pink 03. It's like a warm peachy pink that I'm going to do the ensuite and maybe the downstairs with. And today I'm going to try and paint the doors. It's all going on. It's all going on. Right. Let me just... Did you just hear that? It's like an inside bit. I'm loving all the videos. I'm finding Lockdown 3.0 harder than others, and YouTube has been a welcome escape. Oh my goodness, me too. Completely. How does it feel having the house to yourself? amazing, but also temporary. It doesn't feel real yet. I'm still waiting for mum and dad to come home. It's really strange. And I think because we're in lockdown as well, I'm going to go on Tuesday to take some stuff to their house and to help them with the internet and things. And that will be like a week. It'll be less than a week since they moved. And then that's going to be our cut-off for 2 households. Because obviously we've been one household for 4 years. It feels strange to then say, well, we can't see each other. Because suddenly we're 2 households, but we need a cut-off. We haven't seen very much of each other since Wednesday. Dad's come into the garden to collect things. And I thought, I'll see what they've done since I left on Wednesday and see what help they need in terms of like hooking up the TV and stuff. And then that'll be it. And that is going to be super weird. I think seeing them actually in the house settled will maybe solidify in my mind that this has really happened. I think as well because I did it so quickly, because I've been planning this for so long and I'd had so many ideas of this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to happen. I've bought all the furniture. Some of the furniture was waiting to be put in. So day 1, all of their area downstairs was just transformed like that. Super quick. Day 2, the bedroom was finished. And then day 3, I finished the office. Not finished, but like pretty much. So everything's happened so quickly that it's almost like my brain can't catch up and really believe that it's happening. Finding a place for everything is the best. It super is. Thoughts on paneling walls? Love it. Love paneling walls. Maybe at some point might do that. Not right now. Do you feel like there's a weight been lifted off your shoulders? 100%. I feel so light. It's so weird. Is this the new office you were telling us about? Yes, it is. I'll show you quickly in a second. I hope your mum and dad are settled, but they miss you. Do you know what? I think everyone, after 4 years, everyone needed their own space. I think there's going to be things that we miss that we weren't anticipating. In the same way that when we all moved in, there were problems that we didn't anticipate. There'll be things that we've gotten used to. It's like, oh, I really miss that I could just go downstairs and tell them this, or there's going to be strange things, but also we're gaining so much, not just in obviously our own space and privacy, but in being able to have that distance and then go and visit eventually, or like text each other like, what's going on, what are you doing? It's something you didn't, like, you lose stuff that you weren't anticipating. We lost grandma's house. The kids couldn't go to visit grandma. You would think that they live with grandma, what's the big deal? But that's a loss, and it's a loss for my mum and dad as well, because they didn't have the kids come to visit them at their house. They couldn't treat them at their house because it's where they live. We're just gaining so much. Did Lee get a quote for sorting the paint in the car? Do you know what? It wasn't even a big deal. He went to the place that he goes for work because his work car gets valeted as part of his like company car thing. So we took my car, and I think the guy charged him like £10 or £15 to clean it and said in a few weeks if he wants he can just spray it black. Didn't even think about that. So that's an option if you want, but it wasn't expensive at all. Just my car smells like white spirits now. White spirits or white spirit? Garden lights, where are they from and what are they? The garden lights are from Amazon. I'll link them somewhere because I don't know what they were called, but they were from Amazon, and I think they were $39.99, and there were 4 of them with spikes. They didn't have, I was looking again last night because I was thinking of buying more to add to them. They didn't have the little lip around the top. They were just like flush, like a little cup. But I will find the link. I'll at some point I'll sit down and find all the links for everything. How much liquid does your giant mug hold? Do you have 2 lots of milk frothing it? I probably have 1.5 of the frother in this. Do you go into a room and just look just to see? Yes, yesterday I was playing music and I was putting up some pictures and stuff in here, and I sat here and I just thought, this makes me really happy. I feel like a kid. I feel like a teenager decorating her bedroom. I just thought to have a space. Oh, I cannot even explain. It's amazing. And I've done like a little area where Ella and I can get ready with the lights. I still have to organise all the wardrobes because Lee's taken some of his stuff out of the wardrobes today and he's put them in the bedroom, and I'm going to finally unpack some of the vacuum packed bags. I'm just washing constantly to put things away. I'm excited to film in here. Oh, I'm like full of energy. I'm excited to work in here, which I'm not normally excited to work, but I'm excited to work in here. It's going to be really cool. Super duper. Love your videos. How do you stay positive and motivated during lockdown, work and job wise? Okay, so before Christmas, I had written a list of videos that I wanted to make in like early 2021. And one of them was secrets of a positive person. And I'll give you a little spoiler. You're not always positive, and it's not a natural state to be in. It's probably more like denial, and possibly not the most mentally healthy way of dealing with things. But I get questions about that all the time, and I'm going to make a video about like how I personally deal with things that are going wrong. Because this past few years, I mean, when we first all moved in together, that was tough. That was a really difficult time. And then we kind of just got over the hump of it, and then we went into lockdown, and last year was tough. It was very hard, and I completely get that from other people's perspectives who haven't seen their families in a year. They will want to punch me in the face when I say this, but it is hard living with your parents in lockdown, with your parents and your husband and your children. You want family, and 100%. I mean, Ella is great to have here during lockdown because I feel like I have a friend living with me. I feel like we can sit and chat and like we're watching TV or whatever, and I think that is something that I need to be mindful of being grateful of, because it feels like I have a little pal here with me, and I don't miss social interaction as much as some people. I think because she's on my wavelength and we will, chat. It's nice to have been able to see my parents all through lockdown, but it also meant that we didn't have the space, we didn't have the outdoor space, we didn't have our space. Sharing a house with anyone is hard at the best of times, but especially in lockdown when you couldn't get away. We used to go away for like weekends, occasionally take the kids places, go out for the day. We used to spend a lot of time at Meadowhall just to be like out of the house at the weekend, because we didn't really feel like our house. And that's, I've struggled to talk about this in the past because I don't want to say anything that sounds like I'm being negative about my parents, because I'm not. It doesn't matter how much you like people. Sometimes you need a little bit of space. And lockdown really did solidify that this is tricky, and that's why we pushed to do this a little bit earlier, because we should have been doing it for another year, but instead we tried to basically find a way out of it a year early, which we did, and everyone's great now, and mum and dad found a house that they would never have found. It also it's just all very meant to be in terms of what they found to move into, and obviously now we've stayed here, which we weren't going to do. And I couldn't be happier about the decision. It's amazing, but I can't even remember what the question was, but no, it's gone. But I think we will miss each other, and that's nice. It's nice to be able to miss each other. Let me go back because I had tons of comments that were distracting me in the meantime. How do you keep the doors in between the kitchen and the dining? Oh, are you keeping the doors between the kitchen and the dining room? Yeah, but they open up. So if you've watched any of the vlogs, you can see they're bifold doors. So we just keep them open. We may as well keep them because it's nice to be able to close them. And it also means that if you do close them, which is dead easy to do, that room in the dining area is actually much warmer. Do you work out regularly? No. Nice idea. But no, I do need to, because since I've been like lots of DIYing and running around the house and doing things, and I was like lifting lots of stuff for mum and dad during the moving days, my back doesn't hurt at all. My neck and my back, my lower back, I've really done something bad too. I don't lift things often. I was walking around the shop yesterday and was like, oh shit, this really hurts. It was like radiating. It was getting worse and worse and worse and worse, the pain in my lower back. I thought, this is not good. But my upper back, no pain whatsoever, which just really confirms that a little bit of exercise probably would make a massive difference to the pain that I get there. So I do intend to start yoga and Pilates a little bit more regularly, and we're going to do something in the shed outside in terms of like gym stuff. What do you think of the lick paint? I used Valspar for my spare room, and oh my god, so many coats. Right, no, the lick paint was amazing. Not many coats at all. Barely 2 coats it needed. Can't wait to get my house decorated. Can't do it myself. I'm crap at painting. I hate painting, but it's very much a, if I don't do it, no one's going to do it. And it's a very instant gratification kind of job. Has Lee's family resented you living with yours at all? No, Lee's not massively close with his family. Doesn't see a lot of them. He sees his dad occasionally, but it's not the same dynamic. I know a lot of people are like that. I know that my mom has got portions of her family she doesn't see. I feel very, very thankful to have a close relationship with my immediate family, but that was never on the cards. Plus, it was a means to an end for my side of the family. It wouldn't have been something we needed to do with Lee's side of the family. I use paint from, oh, you're talking to someone else, Decorating Centre online. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Has Mum taken the pool? Yes, she has. Kai Flick sidebar, Bling Empire yet? No, I haven't watched it yet, Nikki. I will, but I need some time, and I have been watching Vampire Diaries again. Please can you do a review of lip paint? I will definitely, especially when I've had another one delivered and I've used that colour as well. I'm going to do a review. What are the plans for the outdoor shed? Colours, bar, den. Right, so I did do a video where I talked about the garden inspo. I've got several videos talking about the house and what my plans were, and the last one was garden. So you can kind of see in there, I gave some like inspo pictures. I'm going for like a beigey, creamy colour, or like a greige with white trim on the big shed, and then all of the rest of it I've again got like a pale colour that I'm going to do with the fence and the little shed and the plant pots, the planter things that I've bought. Inside, definitely not a bar. Inside we are going to do gym / like outdoor hangout. So we're not going to have enough gym stuff to warrant it just being a gym. As I said to Lee, you can do whatever you want with it because I've got this room as like my office. So if you want that to be like your man cave / gym, go for it, do whatever you want. But I think he's quite keen on maybe having some seating in there. We'll see what happens, but that's kind of the plan so far. Is I'm going to paint it all inside to make it brighter because it's red inside now, and we will put some gym equipment in there of some kind. Oh, some of the upper back pain may have been tension too. You make a very good point, Tracy, because I've always said that when I'm very stressed and tense, my upper back just kills. It was definitely a problem before because this wasn't like something that came on 4 years ago. It was already a problem, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if part of it is that I'm not quite as tense. I'm not carrying quite so much emotional weight right now. Are you going to paint the office for a fun colour? I'm not going to paint the office completely, mostly because we've got these immovable wardrobes. If I was to move these, it would probably fall apart. So I'm not, but I think I am going to paint like a square. Right in front of me here is just a blank wall. I've done what do you call it when you put loads of frames in a wall? A gallery situation over here, and I'm going to do it a little bit here. But I think I'm going to do a big, colourful, maybe a yellow square, and then I'm going to have pin boards for stuff I need. Here, possibly, I'm thinking this is probably going to be my YouTube background. These mirrors are still up here from when this was above our bed. I'm probably going to move these. But I think maybe I might do some colours. I don't know. But this is going to be our colourful room for sure. I love that you're not going with the grey, white bling trend everyone seems to have. It's not my vibe. I was all about grey and white. I've never been super into like the bling thing. Is this a Mrs. Hinch thing? I think it is, which I've never watched. I've never seen Mrs. Hinch and I've never seen Bake Off. This stuff just missed me. But I'm excited to have some colour in this room for sure. I've gone totally beige in the bedroom in the best possible way. It is blah. It is like moody and deep and dark, but it's just all tonally beige, beige, beige. And I think that that's really nice in a bedroom because it's just relaxing. And that room never gets bright. Never. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It's always a dark room. So it just works, that colour in there. I didn't know that until we got in it, obviously, because it was never a room that I went in. But yeah, it's really, really nice. We're keeping white all downstairs just because it's so easy to touch up. The rooms are really large, and if we painted one section, you wouldn't really be able to paint, like I've done blue around the kitchen in like a backsplashy type way, in like a pops of blue. I may do the same blue in the utility, but I'm not interested in doing masses of other paint. I'm going to do some pink in the bathrooms, but the rooms all kind of lead into each other, and you can't just paint one section, so we're keeping it white. It's just so nice to be able to touch up because we know the paint that the builders used. I'm the same. Whenever I get stressed, I can feel heat. Oh my goodness, heat and tension forming in my shoulders 100%. It's like, oh, I almost, when I'm really, really stressed out, my neck and my shoulders go numb. So I know that there's something to that, but I don't miss that. I don't miss that. Although, because we're talking about my back, it's starting to hurt. It's all psychosomatic. It's getting a little sore. I have a headache all the time as well. I think I'm just burnt out because I feel hungover every day, and I don't think I am. I just feel like every single day. I could just do with a week of sleep. But I'm so happy with the progress that we've made, and it's our anniversary on Thursday, and 7 days later it's my birthday. So I'm hoping by our anniversary everything will be pretty much done, and then by my birthday it'll be like completely finished inside, with little tweaks here and there to come. And then the big thing will then be when it gets warm enough to do the garden. I'm so excited about doing the garden. I've never had a garden to do anything with because I've never owned, well, in my first garden, I was 19 when I bought my first house, and I had little to no disposable income. And so I did some things here and there, and I did plant some stuff, and I actually have some plant pots with plants in it in our garden now that I planted in that first garden. But this is the first time that I'm like, we're going to stay here now for a long time. It's going to be minimum 5 years. I would like it to be 10. I probably would like to stay in this house now until one or both of the children leave, if they ever do, because this is a really good sized house for the family we have right now. It seems crazy to me to move into another similar sized house only to downsize like in the future. So my ideal situation now will be that we're able to stay here until we can downsize. Even if that's just like losing our bedroom, we still would have space for both of the children, but it would be like, we have space for you if you need to be here. So if you ever need to come home, but we don't necessarily need as many bedrooms or as much space downstairs. Let me go back. Oh my goodness, I've missed so much. Do you think you'll do any feature wall things, or has that trend gone? Love your videos. Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure of the day with a broom. Thanks for doing them. Thank you. I've really enjoyed the vlogs over all of the lockdowns, but especially now. I can't wait to vlog just like freely in the house and not worry about being loud or like encroaching on someone else's privacy. I just can't wait. So feature walls, the only things that I'm thinking of doing is, because I've gone for kind of a coastal theme in the dining room. Oh, my phone is telling me low power. Because I'm thinking of doing a coastal theme in the dining room, I really want to do like a board and batten type thing. You know, like, do I mean board and batten, or do I mean, what's it called when it's just lines? There's a word for it. It's not board and batten because that's like the squarey ones. I know what this is called. What do I mean? Right. You know, like, it's like tongue and groove. Okay. I'm like, you know the thing where it's the groove and there's a tongue, it's tongue and groove. So I want white still, I think. I mean, maybe we could do like a blue, I don't know. But behind the dining table. So behind the dining chairs, there'll be, yes, tongue and groove. Like midway tongue and groove. I'd quite like that. I think that looks quite nice. It's quite a simple area to do. I think I could do it by myself. But like feature wall wise, that's the only thing I'm planning on doing. I love the white. I think it works really well for someone who is very non-committal in terms of colour, and I'm very fickle, change my mind all the time. I am adding a lot of colour in this room and like fun stuff, but everywhere else in the house I want it to be relatively neutral, so that if I want to change my mind about something, it's easy to do because it's furnishings and things. Let me go back because again I was missing so much stuff. Dinner at the dining table yet, or just for show like most people's? No, we're eating the dinner at the dining table frequently, every day in fact. I've been so excited about this dining table. Now, bear in mind that my kitchen and the dining room is like all one thing, and we've still got a TV there, and we've had the dining table in the living room for like a month or so, and we've been eating at the dining table a lot. I am making a lot of meals that lend themselves to sitting at a table through HelloFresh. So I'm loving it. Completely sitting at the dining table and loving it. It's all living up to all of my expectations. I have fibro, and I know when a flare-up is coming because there's a burning pain. Everything you've shown us looks fab, inspiring me to do my own. Thank you. Can't believe I've completely done everything. So impressive. But it's very much where there's a will, there's a way. I'm highly motivated. Am I hydrated enough? Real bad headache when I wake up if I don't drink enough water. I'm definitely not hydrated enough. There's various things that are suggesting, like I crave water. I'm drinking a lot of water. My lips are really dry and I'm getting headaches all the time. So it's definitely dehydration, I think. But also, I don't know how I can be drinking more water right now. Is my pink chair comfortable as a work chair? It is. This is my pink chair. Ooh, nearly fell off. But I like a big cushion like this as well, because then if I want a bit more lumbar support, I've got it. If I want to put it up a bit for my upper back, I've got it. It is 100%. Oh, your hair looks incredible. Thank you, Sean. I'm feeling it. This is the first day I've straightened it. It's just been a mess. If you watch my vlogs, you will know this is not what I look like day to day. But I felt like straightening it today. I was like, I need to pull myself out of this funk. I think your kitchen living room is going to have a real Grace and Frankie beach house vibe. Yes, 100%. Yes, dining room, not living room. Living room, we're going for like Mad Men. I'm going to have like a different theme in every room. It's not going to be cohesive at all, my design. Fully appreciate the dining table thing. We didn't have one for years, and now we're in our forever home and sit at the dining table every evening. I love it. Sit at the dining table more than my sofa. Yeah, since we've done all of this, I don't think I've sat on the sofa or even gone in the living room. I'm sitting at the dining table all the time because I'm obsessed. I'm so excited for when we're allowed people around and I can sit with the girls and make cocktails and drink things and eat things. And the dining table is a massive part of that. And also the garden. Oh, I ordered the fire pit the other day. So I've been saving money for this move since like maybe the middle of last year, and obviously because of lockdown I couldn't spend a lot of money anyway, couldn't really go anywhere, wasn't spending money on things that I would usually spend money on, and it was incredible how much I was able to save by just literally not doing my usual stuff. And shiplap was totally the word I was looking for tongue and groove. I think, I don't know if that's like an American thing because I'm watching a lot of Studio McGee stuff. But I've had this like pot of money set aside, and it's been so exciting. For someone who lives in debt, under normal circumstances, I'm completely debt free now, all but for the mortgage. For someone who's lived in debt all of her life, it's incredible to now have saved a pot of money and to be able to spend it and be like, oh, I really want to get that thing that was already on my list. And I'm like, I can just get it. And there is absolutely no guilt whatsoever because I have the money for it. And that money has been earmarked for that thing. And it's amazing. For those of you who are like I have always been, and constantly, I mean, I used to buy things on a credit card and then pay off the credit card and then buy things on the credit card and pay off the credit card every single month. or into my overdraft, or into a catalogue thing, whatever it might be. If there was credit to be had, I had it. I was horrible with money, and it's just been an absolute revelation. I'm so glad that in the middle of last year, I decided to sort myself out, and even now I'm like, I never ever want to be back in that situation, because it didn't seem like a big bad situation at the time. But now, being able to just buy things for the house with money that I'd already saved is just an incredible feeling. So I bought the fire pit, and it's coming at the end of the month. Maybe it'll be here for my birthday, and I just can't wait. That was like a massive thing of, shall I buy this? It's quite expensive. I think it's going to be the thing that makes me use the garden tons, but I'm really excited about it. Right, let me see where I've missed. I've been watching your hair diaries as I stupidly bleached my hair 3 months ago, and now I'm paying for it. My hair used to be thick and long like yours. Oh man, I feel your pain, but hair grows. You just have to leave it alone. And I know that I personally could never be told that, but it's true. You just have to leave it alone if you want it to grow. Where did you get the fire pit and how much? I bought one from Amazon. I think it was like, I think it ended up being early 400s, 420 or something with shipping, which is not expensive for a fire pit. It's a gas fire pit. That's why they were expensive. You can spend a lot of money, and that was on the lower end. But this particular one on Amazon, they do a stone effect one that's like 250, and then this one that's like 350, like late, I don't know. I think it was 400 and something with shipping. And then there's a dark coloured one that seems exactly the same as the one I bought. That's like another £100. It's weird. But again, as and when things arrive and I feel comfortable recommending them, when I've tested things out, then I will do a whole video and we'll do it. These are all the links to the things. I don't really want to say this is the one I've bought before I've used it, because it might be terrible. It's only me and my husband at home in a 5-bedroom house, so we rarely use the dining table, but have 2 bedrooms as home offices. Amazing. I don't know how people can eat from the sofa. Only time we do that is takeaway. And even more often, that's than not, it's in our dining room. I mean, people eat at the sofa because it's what they've been used to, and a lot of people don't have space for a dining table. This is the first house that we've been in where there's like, if you didn't have a dining table there, what would you put there? You just have a second living room. We've still got a sofa in that room. There's still plenty of space, but I completely understand it, because we've sat on and eaten at a sofa for years because there weren't really any other options than doing that. And usually there is another purpose you could use that dining area for, especially right now with everyone working from home and homeschooling. I totally get it. But I love eating at a dining table, especially because we can't go out to eat. It's like scratching that itch of like going out to a restaurant. Oh, Peter. I feel like Peter is throwing me some shade. Have you bought your son a proper bed yet? So let me tell you the story. Goodness me. I, at Christmas time, moved some Kallax units into Milo's room and made an IKEA hack bed. Holy moly. I got another lesson in don't share too much on the internet. They were screwed together with, like, not initially, but since then, I've been screwed together with some, like, slats. And this is the thing that people do. Wow, people had opinions about this. It's crazy. So it was only a temporary solution anyway, because we were eventually going to get him a cabin bed. Now, we've decided since then we're actually going to move things around, and he's going to have, I've ordered him like headboardless. He's got storage underneath for whatever, and I'm going to make it like a gaming room, and it's going to be like a sofa, which is why I didn't have one with a headboard. But wow. Christmas Eve, people were sending me messages basically telling me what a terrible parent I was. I was like, oh my goodness, Christmas Eve though. Christmas Eve. That you woke up on Christmas Eve and this is what you decided to send someone. Christmas Eve. It really does put things in perspective of someone who might say to you, is that safe? And someone who is just a complete arse. But, you know, it is what it is. After this, I'll be coming up to 11 years on YouTube. It is almost water off a duck's back. Sometimes I'm like, why? Why? Why are you being this way? But honestly, I can't sit and think about the mindless opinions of people, really. And someone messaged me actually the other day. It's really stuck with people. Someone messaged me the other day when I posted something about the office and said, have you bought your son a bed yet, or is he still sleeping on some shelves? And I felt like saying, no, he's just sleeping on some sawdust on the floor, dickhead. But for the most part, people have been so incredibly kind this week. Every time I've scrolled through the comments, I'm trying to respond to everything, but it's just like been a bit much this week, so I will get to it. But so incredibly kind and supportive about the move. I think a lot of people understood like the emotional thing that was involved in this move. It wasn't a usual move for anyone involved, and it's life-changing. It's incredible, absolutely amazing, and I can safely say literally nothing anyone could say to me this week could bring me down, because I am on cloud nine, tired, really, really super exhausted, although today I'm feeling pretty good. I still feel like I'm coming down with something, you know, like when you're tired and you feel like you're getting a cold. But just so happy to have the space to ourselves. I can't believe it really happened. There was so many roadblocks. Oh my goodness, I've just had a message saying, we didn't find your home. Your return is now available. FFS. This is a problem. Our house is really difficult to find. I don't even know what that was. DPD on a Sunday. Did they deliver on a Sunday? I have a bad feeling that's my paint order from Lick. That would not be ideal. The electrician is coming to fit the bathroom mirror on Tuesday, which I'm super excited about. And I don't know whether I should paint before or after he's been, because he's going to have to cut a hole in the wall. And then obviously we'll have to like, what's it back up again and then paint it. But I don't know whether or not I should still do the rest of the room before he comes. I don't know. Maybe not, if that was my order. Unless that was my HelloFresh. I hope not. As a kid, I had a bed that was a cupboard at one end and a top half, a box. What? As a kid, I had a bed that was a cupboard on one end and the top half on the box. That's from the stairs, something into the room. No, I can't get it, Rebecca. There's a trend on TikTok about teens moving the bed into a closet. That's amazing. I would totally have done that kind of shit. 100%. But yeah, with the Kallax unit, anyone who's ever built and stood on a Kallax unit will know how incredibly strong they are. There's nothing unsafe about it at all. The only thing would be, of course, putting up like a little thing on the side, like to hold them in. Someone said like a pool noodle. It wasn't a problem. He's 9. He's not 4. But I've decided to like totally do out his room as like I want to put like some like lights in it, like neon. So when he's playing his games, it's like neon, you know. Ella's pretty much done with her room, whatever she wants. She's got fairy lights. She's got ivy on the ceiling. She's got wall hangings galore. I put her some shelves up for her records. And now she wants a beanbag chair, so now we need to pick a beanbag chair. If anyone can recommend a beanbag chair. She wants like an armchair. So I'd seen some online, and some are, the reviews are just really, really poor. Oh, I forgot to drink my coffee. I want to get one of those those warmers. You can put your coffee on a thing that keeps it warm. I want to get one of those. Maybe I'll put it out into the ether because it is almost my birthday. I also want a toolbox. I was going through everything the other day, and I've got a tool bag. And in the bottom of the tool bag is just thousands and thousands of screws. And I said to Lee, I really do need a toolbox so I can separate all this stuff out and I'm not like going through it all in the bottom of a dark bag. So that's where I've got to at 35. Toolbox. We have the same thing with people not being able to find our houses. We're at the back of an estate. Yeah, well, with ours, you can't even drive up to the front door. So you can see certain numbers and they'll be like, but I can't see the other numbers. That's because you can't drive up to it. It's really difficult. But DPD can usually find us. We had a box in the room. There was space for the stairs underneath and the top half of the bed rested on that. I still can't get it, Rebecca. You're going to have to send me a picture of what this looked like. Someone accused me of blabbing all day, non-stop, like a moron. Maybe you can relate. I can! 100%. That's me. All the time. My daughter and her boyfriend are buying a house. No chain, no mortgage. Surely it should be quick. It's taking forever. I'm sure solicitors doing it on purpose. So annoying. All of that stuff is just like so long. Everything takes so long. Yes, please, Rebecca, message me on the Insta with this weird cupboard stairs situation because I truly do not understand. I can't visualize it. Can't visualize it at all. Although I had like a cabin bed as a kid. Again, because my mum was the same as me, everyone moved around all of the time. And I had a cabin bed that was like over the stairs. So it was the stairs where maybe this is what you're talking about. It was where the stairs would be like blocked off. It was like a cut out into the stairs. And that was my bed. So it was like surrounded by walls, the exterior wall, and then these were like stair walls. The stairs were underneath me. And then underneath, I feel like this maybe is what you're talking about. And if it is, it's ridiculous that I didn't immediately get it. And underneath, there were some drawers on one side and a cupboard that I could actually go into. It was huge. It was like a little den. Amazing. We loved that. But look, that's what you mean. Okay. Looking back at that, how can that possibly be safe? How can that possibly be safe? Also, what's too much lipstick? Surely you're either wearing lipstick or you're not wearing lipstick. Sorry I'm late to the party. We're moving next week. Been packing, so grim. I feel that. I do. Thankfully, because mum and dad have had this like grace period, they've got more time to move certain things. They've moved most of the stuff, but the garage is like still half full of stuff. I think personally that they could probably go through it all and not need to take everything. But, you know, it's difficult. Hoarders be hoarders. I am a recovering hoarder because I was raised by hoarders. It's difficult to not keep everything always.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay. Could I, with my thing, can I have a big Coke, please?
Do you want to just have comes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
Okay. Please gone to McDonald's. I'm getting a big tasty. The last time we went to Taco Bell for me, they said they didn't do Mexican chicken anymore, which is quite upsetting. Mexican chicken is the only reason to go to Taco Bell now. I have a lovely toolbox and my dad borrowed it and made fun of me for having screws and stuff in it because toolboxes are for tools, not for fixings. Well, do you have to have a fixing box? I don't understand. I am steadily gaining all tools. I bought myself a drill because the drill I used before was my dad's, so I've got myself a... I'm calling it a lady drill because it feels it's way lighter weight than his, but it does the job. It still does all the things. It feels more compact. I don't think it's a lady drill. It's just a regular drill. I'm calling it a lady drill. And I just need like to put all of the little bits, in. You know, like Allen keys. I can never find all the bits of the Allen keys. My drill bits are just like hanging around in the bottom, although I do have a thing to put drill bits in. They're just not in there. I never throw away screws or bolts because sometimes you need them. Last year I spent £15. I went to B&Q because we were putting a TV on the wall and I couldn't, the bolts that had come out didn't fit. I had to go and get extra bolts from B&Q. Super annoying. Super annoying because I ended up spending like £15 and I probably had bolts that fit, so I never throw them away now. And we're constantly like pulling out bolts. Does this work? Does this work? Does this work? If I had a box and they were organised, you see, it would work. It would make more sense. First, just found out on Tuesday that we're moving to Texas in July. Moving again less than 2 years since we came back to the States. Wow. I mean, I don't hate moving, but that like sucks if it's out of your hands. First time I've ever caught you live. Thank you for getting me through lockdown. You are very welcome, Kate. Thank you all for getting me through lockdown, because it feels, again, I feel like I haven't really missed out on that social interaction in the same way other people have, because I'm talking right now. I'm talking to people who, as your names are coming up, I recognize these people. I feel like we are having a conversation. We are. And so the vlogs totally help, because it's just like, I know I'm talking to myself, but I'm not. And then we used to do these weekly lives, which again is actually a conversation. Read tools. My dad is always saying, look after your tools, and your tools will look after you. Love it. Love it. I actually have probably got now more tools than my dad. When we moved in here, I mean, I was always adept at like putting up flat pack furniture, but I wouldn't have done a lot of stuff. And we moved in day one, and my dad was like wanting to do something, because he's handy in the way that I'm handy. You can do it. You don't necessarily enjoy it. You don't necessarily want to do it. I wouldn't offer necessarily to go and put shelves up for someone else. But if I had to, or if no one else is around, which there never are, then I'll do it. Because I'm not waiting around for someone else to do it, because they won't do it. And I don't have like a person in my life who I can say, can you come put up these shelves? So you do it or it doesn't get done. And my dad's a bit like that. So he wouldn't necessarily choose to do it, but he can do it. So when we moved in here, we kind of split the stuff, and he showed me how to use the drill. And he was just like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Whereas previously, I wouldn't have even considered using a drill, because I was like, no. You just need one person to say, you can do that. It's not a big deal. Always admired handy people that can get it done. I just think everyone could do it. I think it's confidence. And like I say, I think it just takes one person to say, you can do that. My friend learned to drive in I think she was 35 and she learned to drive. I'm a poet and I don't know. And she just learned to drive so quickly, and she was so confident, and she learned, there you go. Amazing. She actually responds to what I say. That's what a live is. Amazing to have someone, I suppose it's just someone belief in you or faith in you. You just need someone to say, you can do it. And I think most people can do most things if they just have that in them. Right, I'm going to go, because the room is a total tip. I still do need to sort this stuff out. I'm losing the light a little bit. And Lee has just gone to get food, so I would probably quite like to eat that food when he comes back. Also, I need to edit the vlog for tomorrow. So if you don't already, if you've made it 48 minutes into this live, or skipped through, then I will link below my other channel. I will, it's Diary of a Spendaholic. Go and check people's comments. Go and check it out. All of my vlogs are there. So I vlog almost every day through lockdown anyway, but I also I'm doing like the moving vlogs and the updates on the house, so you'll be able to see the stuff that we've done so far. Tomorrow there'll be a vlog specific to this room that I'm sitting in, which is very exciting. It's not finished yet, but it's getting there, and I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks it'll be totally done. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me. I will leave this up, of course, for those of you who are just catching it and want to see the beginning. And maybe at some point I'll actually film a regular video. I'm excited. I'm excited to actually get back to doing the regular beauty content. So we'll see how it goes. But now I've got a space to do it in. I think you'll see me again more regularly. Very excited. Okay, see you later.